which was insane. Apparently this guy got in this crash and he killed like multiple people with this, and I don't even know what it is at all.
This was crazy. I've seen this video. It was wild.
Oh my fucking god. So let's take a look at it. Mom told me about this? Yeah. And this guy who's like a Trump admin steps in after migrant involved in deadly crash, fails proficiency tests. Wow, I would have never guessed. Here we go.
The Trump administration now investigating a deadly Florida crash allegedly caused by an illegal migrant truck driver.
Yep.
And officials say the suspect couldn't read English or understand road signs despite...
I think the craziest thing about this, here, watch, look at this.
And this guy who's like a
Trump administration now investigating.
He was in the right lane, takes a left across another lane.
A deadly Florida.
And he's just, this van, these poor people.
Crash allegedly caused by an illegal migrant truck.
Nothing. No reaction, no panic, just, oh well.
Driver.
Yep.
And officials say the suspect couldn't read English or understand road signs despite getting a commercial driver's license.
Dude, this is so crazy to me. I work in a chemical factory and we ship stuff out all the time. So I'm going to talk about this from a different perspective than what I think most people are talking about. The catastrophe that this could be. I don't even know how to explain it to you. Like, he could have had explosives in there. There could be toxic chemicals in there. There could be acids. It's just some crazy stuff that this right here could have been catastrophic.
From 2 sanctuary states. Look.
Oh my god.
Like, from somebody who deals with this, it's crazy to actually see this happen. And that, who knows how long that this has been going on, right? Like, this dude killed 3 people. And from my perspective, this is going to sound fucked up, but we're kind of lucky it was only 3 people. Like, there are chemicals that could get mixed together, that could be on this dude's truck, that could make just mustard gas, toxic stuff, that could have killed hundreds or thousands of people depending on where he is, if he were in a city, if he were in the winds were blowing right, like, oh my god.
He was also involved in collapsing an old bridge, being overweight prior to this accident. So,
you know what's funny, I actually worked with a guy that was telling me about that. He used to do long haul driving and he knew about this guy beforehand, not personally obviously, because he used to drive by that bridge, and I guess it took him, he said, like a couple of months to actually get it fixed or get it out of there. And every time he drove into that town, a cop would pull up and follow him every time he drove in this town. And he was like, why are you guys doing that? This is crazy. Like, I don't need this. And then finds out that it was this dude who actually lost his license then. So this is actually a repeat offender. Luckily, the first time no one died. And again, my perspective is from these hazardous chemicals. He fell into a lake, and that could have been so bad. They're like, dude, marine pollutants, chemicals that just a small amount falling into that lake could have killed everything in that lake, like everything. And then who knows what kind of downstream hazards that could have caused. Just the fact they gave this dude a license twice. This dude already crashed his truck once, doesn't speak English, and then they gave it back to him. I have no words for how crazy that is.
So he got a work authorization denied by Trump, and then he received work papers under Biden administration.
This shouldn't be a left versus right thing. Like, it shouldn't matter that Trump denied him. And that Biden under the Biden administration, they gave it back to him. This could be flipped. I'd still have the same. It has nothing to do with who's in power. This is, people are going to die because a lot of these truck drivers, and I've seen some of them come in and they have to use like translation apps to talk to you, or they'll just be like, here, talk to my dispatch, because they don't speak enough English. And this is the result. This is why it's so important to make sure that our CDL drivers have a degree of English that they can actually understand what they're hauling, the street signs, where they're going. Like this dude probably tried to make a U-turn because he misread the sign and didn't realize he was supposed to get off that exit. And he's like, oh, look, I can just turn around here, and didn't realize that's not for you, bro. However, there's no excuse to take a U-turn from the right lane. You just crossed traffic. Like, no, zero excuse. And they did catch him. Now he's in Florida, I think, being charged with, I'm not sure what he's being charged with, but honestly, it's not enough, dude. His boss needs to be charged with it. The company that hired him needs to be charged with it. The people who allowed him to get his CDL back needs to be charged. And every single one of these people should probably be charged with murder, or the highest degree that we could legally charge these people with. And then that company and everybody involved with that company the whole company should be shut down. All the people involved with it should actually have no chance of ever starting another trucking business again. Maybe they can go out, start another business or whatever, but like, maybe never even be able to have a business again. Like, I don't know how far up the chain I would go to be reasonable, but like, in this case, only 3 people lost their lives. Like, imagine if this dude was driving around in your little town and he decided that he was going to take a right or a left, I guess, in this case, whatever it was, and like somebody crashes into his truck, and now he's got dangerous chemicals in his truck, and if they mix, you could create something like mustard gas, like I said earlier, and that shit spreads all throughout the town. How many people, children, everybody, innocent people just going about their day, to have to be covered in potential toxic gas because why? We gave this dude who shouldn't even be allowed to work in this country because he's illegal, overstayed his visa from what I understand, CDL, so he can drive these dangerous trucks around, and then now people have to die because of this mistake? No. This needs to be a hard lesson. People need to have books thrown at them, and this needs to go up like 4 or 5 people in the chain that allowed him to get his license, because this is a catastrophe waiting to happen.
It is crazy what an unforced error having these people in the country is. It is absolutely insane. How does this keep happening? Oh my God.
28-year-old illegal alien faces deportation and 3 counts of homicide. The trucking company is also under review. And guys, that accident happened just an hour north of Palm Beach in March.
I mean, they're under review, and I don't know what that's going to mean for the company, but no review. Destroy the whole company. Gone. This is a catastrophe. It's unacceptable, and this never should have been allowed to happen. It's crazy that it did.
Mar-a-Lago, guys.
Wow.
This is the big problem, is that whenever one of these things happens, like this driver's fucked his life up, right? I mean, he's probably going to go to jail forever.
I don't care about the driver. Sure, the driver fucked his life up. He killed 3 people. Put him in jail, throw away the key. I never want to even see this dude again.
And that's going to be the end of him. And that's a good thing. But the problem is that I think in a lot of these cases, there's never any sort of secondary consequence for that. Like, nobody that's making these decisions ever feels any sort of pressure for doing it.
Exactly. There's, like I said, it's got to go up like 3 or 4 tiers of people who allowed this BS to happen. Now, granted, maybe it goes up 2 and you find out somebody illegally gave him his license. Sure, I'd accept stopping there, because then everybody above him isn't, plausible deniability. They're not really culpable if somebody broke the law beforehand. But, like, what he's saying is absolutely true. No one of substance is going to get in trouble for this, which means it's just going to happen again. Like, if they're not going to be held accountable, they're not afraid of ever being held accountable. So then the next people are going to be able to do it and be like, it's fine. It's never going to get back to me.
And I think that's the main problem that we have right now. It's that a lot of the people that end up doing this stuff and that make the decisions themselves, end up completely getting away with it. Totally getting
Yeah,
away with
every
it.
time.
And I think that's
He's
what's
100% right.
frustrating for so many people. I know it's frustrating for me. It's extremely frustrating for me.
So
Yeah.
this driver is driving
it's
down in
frustrating.
Florida.
I'm with you,
He
Asma.
ends up being arrested in the state of
Yeah,
California.
if I was the federal government, I would just totally cut off all their funds until they cut this shit out. Like, unless you're going to cooperate and work with the federal government to enforce immigration, you're not getting any money from the federal government. That's it. And if you have a problem with that, well, then just send the military over there.
100%. Like, especially now that people are dying, it's ridiculous. This is, like I said, from my perspective, which is one that he doesn't even know because he's never been in it, probably never dealt with chemicals, warehousing, any sort of shipping. The catastrophe from this. Hold on, can I? Like scorched earth stuff, right? And then you've got flammables and explosives. Like,
The amount of just blatant...
dude, it's crazy. This truck, this van, I mean, could have hit this truck, and he could have had explosives in there. Like, we ship fireworks, right? Not my company, but we do. They go over the road. There's flammables, oxidizers, and flammables could be there. Like, this could have been massive.